One careless touch can deliver one of the most painful insect bites in North America. On a fence rail, a gray prehistoric-looking insect walks with a raised, cogwheel-shaped crest. It moves slowly enough to invite a closer look, making it look harmless. People who have been bitten often say a hornet sting was easier to endure. What happens when you pick it up, and what makes its hidden weapon so severe? The gray body is built to look like a piece of bark with legs. It advances in measured steps, pausing as if every movement has been calculated. Above its thorax rises an extraordinary wheel-shaped crest, so oversized that it looks decorative rather than defensive. That combination triggers a dangerous response. When an unusual insect moves slowly, people often assume it can be examined safely, even picked up for a photograph. This one seems to invite exactly that mistake. The crest is not merely an odd feature, it is the quickest field clue that you are looking at a highly specialized predator, armed for a very different kind of contact. That predator is the wheel bug, Careless cristatus. It is North America's largest assassin bug, with adults reaching roughly 1.5 inches long. Its signature feature is the toothed wheel rising from the back of the thorax, a structure that identifies the species at a glance. Wheel bugs hunt other insects, including caterpillars and beetles, by piercing them and injecting saliva that helps digest their insides. The wheel gets attention, but it is not the part that delivers the bite. At the front of the head, tucked beneath the insect, is a rigid piercing beak. A careless touch can make that hidden tool deliver a painful lesson. That wheel is more than an odd silhouette, it is the wheelbug's calling card. In the United States, this is the only insect known for a distinct toothed wheel rising from its back. A close-up reveals why the name fits. The crest forms a jagged, cog-like outline, with sharp-looking teeth arranged along its edge. Those teeth are part of the thoracic crest, not a stinger, and they do not inject venom or deliver the bite. Their exact purpose is still not fully understood, but the shape makes this assassin bug instantly recognizable. To find the real defensive weapon, follow the body downward. Beneath the head sits a hinged beak called a rostrum. It folds against the underside until the bug swings it outward, driving the rigid tip into whatever has grabbed it. The wheel bug does not sting. It uses a hinged mouthpart called a rostrum, folded beneath the head and released with controlled movement. While hunting, the pointed beak pierces an insect's body and reaches the tissues beneath its shell. If a hand traps or squeezes the bug, that same motion can drive the tip into skin. The action is precise. The rostrum swings forward, locks against the target, and creates a narrow opening. It is a feeding tool that becomes defensive when pressure leaves the insect no escape route. The puncture is only the first step. Once the beak is anchored, the wheel bug delivers a chemical mixture through its channel. What exactly is it injecting into whatever it has pierced? The mixture is saliva, but it is engineered for a violent kind of digestion. Forced through the piercing beak, it carries chemicals that attack the prey from the inside. In roughly 15 to 30 seconds, the insect can be paralyzed, leaving it unable to fight or escape. Then the wheel bug begins its liquid lunch. Those enzymes liquefy tissues inside the victim, turning solid organs and muscle into fluid the bug can draw back through the same beak. This is not a feeding adaptation for people. It is designed to overpower insects and make their bodies drinkable. Human skin is tougher than an insect's shell, but the puncture still delivers that concentrated injection. People who experience it describe immediate, sharp, burning pain followed by intense throbbing. The wheel bug does not need to chew you to make the warning unforgettable. That weapon is rarely used during a chase. The wheel bug is an ambush hunter, positioning itself on a leaf or stem and waiting motionless for prey to enter striking range. Its usual targets include caterpillars, Japanese beetles, stink bugs, and other insects feeding on the same plants. Walking across a branch, it seems almost clumsy, moving slowly enough to escape notice. Then a target comes within reach. The wheel bug snaps forward, drives in its beak, and holds the victim while its saliva takes effect. The entire attack can begin before the prey has time to react. This patience makes the wheel bug easy to underestimate. It is not roaming through a garden looking for people. It is stationed among the foliage, treating each leaf as a hunting platform. So the insect that may frighten gardeners is often removing pests that damage their plants. That role makes the wheel bug one of the few insects a gardener may want to leave alone. It belongs to the assassin bug family, and its prey often includes caterpillars, beetle larvae, and other plant-eating insects that chew holes in leaves. A single wheel bug can patrol the foliage where those pests are feeding, helping reduce pressure on the plant without damaging the plant itself. Its spined thorax looks like armor, but appearance is not a reason to destroy it. If you spot one resting on a leaf, give it space and let it do the job it evolved to do. This is the useful side of the wheel bug, and it matters because most encounters happen around plants, not because the insect is seeking a fight. The problem begins when a person reaches in, traps it, or brushes against it. Then the garden's bodyguard can deliver a bite that is far more painful than its quiet hunting behavior suggests. First moment can be surprisingly easy to underestimate. People who have been bitten often describe the puncture as a tiny electric shock, a quick jolt rather than the dramatic sting they expected. Then, within about a minute, that pinpoint sensation can turn into a sharp burning pain that spreads outward from the bite. First-hand accounts often describe the pain as more powerful than a hornet or wasp sting. The insect may be gone before the pain fully develops, leaving the victim wondering whether the contact was serious. That delay makes the experience deceptive. The initial puncture is brief, but soreness, tenderness, and lingering discomfort can remain after the wheel bug has disappeared. Recovery is the part people remember, making this warning memorable long after the bite itself. For many reported bites, healing takes roughly 10 days. Even after the irritation and tenderness subside, a small scar may remain at the bite site. That mark shows how much effect such a modest-sized insect can have. A wheel bug is only about 1 inch long, yet reports describe an impact wildly out of proportion to its size. Still, it is not considered an aggressive insect. It does not chase people or seek them out. The bite usually happens when someone grabs it, traps it, or presses against it. That leads to the crucial question: if its bite can hurt this badly, why is the wheel bug not classified as aggressive? That question has a simple answer. The danger usually starts with a hand. Nearly every wheel bug bite begins when someone picks the insect up, pins it against skin, or tries to brush it away. The wheel bug is not hunting people, and it does not normally attack without contact. Its beak is a defensive tool, used when the insect is trapped. This matters most in autumn, when adult wheel bugs may wander onto porches and walls. A child can easily mistake one for a harmless beetle and reach down for a closer look. The safest rule is simple: see the wheel, leave the bug. Keep hands, shoes, and bare skin away, and guide children to do the same. That choice prevents the bite while allowing this predator to keep pests under control in the yard. Leave it alone, and the wheel bug becomes a highly useful predator in your yard. Thanks for watching. Admire the cogwheel crest, but never test the beak with your hand. Ever been bitten by one? Compare it to a wasp sting in the comments.